It's the geographic center of the earth biblically. It's the salvation center of the earth spiritually. It's the storm center of the earth prophetically. But it's the glory center of the earth ultimately. For Isaiah said, the law will go forth from Zion and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. Amazing. This fledgling nation, really, just since 1948, just the size of New Jersey, surrounded by millions of enemies, is even still in existence against all of the odds that we have just mentioned. That is amazing. And that's because there's a faithful God who made promises and he will not lie. Listen, Israel is, think of it as Exhibit A, that God keeps his promises. How do we know God keeps his promises? Exhibit A, look at Israel. They're still there against every odd. Let me close with this. There was an agnostic professor who went to go visit the Fiji Islands. When he got to the Fiji Islands, he noted that it was beautiful and well kept. And the professor said to an old chief, he said, boy, I look around and you guys have done a lot. You're a great leader. He said, it's a shame that you have been so taken by the Christian missionaries over the years who've only wanted to get rich off of you. He continued, no one believes in the Bible anymore. They know better now. He said, I'm so sorry for you that you have been so foolish all these years as to accept their story. And he said that because he noted there were churches on the islands. The old chief put his arm around the agnostic professor and he said, you see that rock over there? That's where we used to smash the heads of our victims. And do you see that furnace next to that rock? That's where we used to roast their bodies. And he said, I want you to hear something, Professor. If it hadn't been for those missionaries and the love of Jesus Christ and the gospel they preached to change us from cannibals into Christians, you'd be our supper by now. The only reason you're still alive, Professor, is because Jesus changed our hearts. Great hope in the gospel promises.